Business Today TV first broke the news of a crypto regulation being in the works, and today there's another big exclusive. The government is considering reworking the proposed cryptocurrency regulation and introducing it in the budget session instead of the current winter session. A senior government official told Business Today TV that discussions on the bill are still ongoing and key areas including public and private debate is being looked into. The bill had been listed for the current winter session of Parliament. It was listed for the last budget session as well, but could not be introduced as the government decided to rework it. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had recently said the government will consider the global response while formulating the Indian response. Listen in.
Take cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, for example. It is important that all democratic nations work together on this and ensure it does not end up in wrong hands which can spoil our youth.
Let's go across to Karishma Asadani, who has more on those exclusive details and what really the Indian response could be. Karishma?
Well, Abha, mindful of the consequences of the ban, government is considering to rework on the cryptocurrency regulation, and this is the second attempt. In fact, the first time was in the monsoon session, the second was in the winter session, and now this is the third time that the government is planning to rework and introduce it in the budget session. In fact, sources from Finance Ministry tell us that government is looking at a plan and is currently discussing on bringing clarity between the public and private cryptocurrencies, which have been, of course, the focus area. We're also learning that it is after the involvement of Prime Minister and, of course, involvement of the RBI governor that government is looking at a different approach and a scheme to, of course, find a middle path in this. We're also picking up that it may not be taken up in the winter session, but is likely to be considered for the budget session, which will be next year.
All right, Karishma, thanks so much for bringing us the latest on that story. While the legality of cryptocurrencies in India is still under debate in the absence of a law, questions abound on the tax treatment on profits earned from cryptocurrencies. What do income tax rules say, and is it required to report cryptocurrency holding as an asset in ITR? Here's the story by Business Today's Tina Kaushal.
Experts say income derived from the sale of cryptocurrencies can be classified either as capital gains or business income, depending on whether the portfolio is maintained for the purpose of investment or trading.
As far as taxation rules are concerned, if you hold the cryptocurrency as a trading asset and if you sell it, then the gain is a profit, business profit. You have to report it as a business profit or business loss like a regular transaction.
When one sells cryptocurrency held as investment, the gains are to be reported as income from capital gains. If cryptocurrency is held for lesser than 36 months, then the gain or loss will be short term. On the other hand, if held for more than 36 months, then the gains and the losses shall be long term. Short-term capital gains are taxable as per the slab rates of the taxpayer, while long-term capital gains are taxed at 20% with the benefit of indexation.
If you are holding cryptocurrency as an asset, as an investment asset, then the resultant gain is a capital gain, and then the resultant provisions of capital gain will apply. For example, if 3 years is the holding period, then gain will be considered as a long-term capital gain. If the holding period is less than 3 years, then the gain will be considered as a short-term capital gain.
Capital gain deducted under Section 54F can be availed against LTCG from cryptocurrency gains if consideration is reinvested in residential property. If the nature of transaction is of trading, then such income can be treated as business income and taxed accordingly. If there is loss, this can be carried forward just like normal business loss. Finally, a taxpayer has to fill Schedule AL containing details of assets and liabilities if the income is over 50 lakhs in a year.
While filing income tax return, you need to report cryptocurrency investment in two cases. First, if your total income is more than 50 lakh, then you need to report it as an asset. And secondly, if you are holding cryptocurrency from the foreign, the exchanges based outside India, right? Then it is like a foreign asset. Then even if your income is less than 50 lakh, then you need to report it in your income tax return.
Overall, it is clear that reporting of cryptocurrency holding as an asset in ITR is required if the taxpayer is holding cryptocurrency and their taxable income is exceeding rupees 50 lakh. Bureau Report, Business Today Television.